Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Purdue 77, Illinois 71. The Purdue Boilermakers are 27-3. Jeff Goodman, Purdue finding a way. They complete the season sweep of the Illini. What did you take from this game?
Well, I thought this was kind of the one win that you wanted to see from them this year because they had come out of the gate so well earlier in the season, winning games on neutral courts against really good teams. And obviously in Indianapolis, I was there, they beat Arizona. So they've beaten a lot of really good teams, but the Big Ten isn't that strong. We kind of looked at it as a two-horse race, Purdue and Illinois. And the one tough game was going to be have to win in Champaign. And they go down, they go down 6, they go down 10, and Zach Edey's carrying them in the first half. And then the second half, they did what they're going to need to do in the NCAA tournament. He's going to need to get help. He's gotten it all year, and he got it in the most difficult, I thought, atmosphere that Purdue played in all year. Like you said, Braden Smith hit a big one. Fletcher Loyer hit 2 huge ones. Lance Jones, when Zach Edey grabbed an offensive board, he could have put it right back up. What did he do? He passed it to a wide open Lance Jones who hit a 3. So it's kind of everybody helping out. And Loyer, to me, is still that X factor. Because, again, when he's going, man, are they tough to beat.
Coach McCall, your takeaways from the win for the Boilers to go to 27-3 on the season.
I think you looked 2 weeks ago and you had this game circled because you thought, all right, maybe this is what the Big Ten is going to come down to. It's going to come down to this game. Purdue had lost a couple. Illinois, had won a couple, and we're like, okay, now let's see who's for real. And all year it was like, okay, who's the second best team in the Big Ten? And then we got to 2 weeks ago, and it was like, all right, we may find out who's the best team in the Big Ten. And Purdue just proved it. They proved it again tonight. And whether it's Loyer, Smith, we know what we're going to get from Zach Edey, but they proved it tonight. And they proved why they're in the category in itself in terms of them, UConn, and Houston, of the 3 best teams in the country. But they solidify themselves tonight, much like they've done all season, on who's the best team in the Big Ten. Really, really impressive win. And look, this is what they're going to have to do. In tight games, other guys are going to have to step up. It's not always going to be Zach Edey to be able to make a play. Other guys are going to have to be able to step up and make those types of plays, and they proved it. And those guards have continued to grow, get better. Loyer, Smith, they've been through a lot. And they were the ones that were taking the blame for what happened last year. I've said this all season long. That team is comeback focused. They're hungry. They're determined. I don't think there's any way that they don't get to the Sweet 16.
Jeff, are you all in on Purdue being in I'm going to go further than the Sweet 16. I'm going to say being in a regional final because we all know how the tournament works. But after everything that you've seen this season here, but let's face it, now is the time to answer this question. We've given it months and months and months. If I'm giving you the chips, are you willing to back Matt Painter and the Boilers to say, yeah, they're going to be in that regional final. They're going to be 40 minutes from Arizona?
So, yes, because I trust Braden Smith every night for the most part. Now, he wasn't great in the first half, but pretty much I trust Braden Smith to show up every night. He's a different player than he was a year ago. I've talked about this before. Last year, you got to remember, he didn't play all preseason. He was coming off that injury, didn't do anything. So I think he wore down a little bit. Plus, you didn't give him enough help in the backcourt. Now you've got a veteran. You've got Lance Jones. I don't always trust Lance Jones's decision-making. I think he takes some bonehead shots sometimes, but he's willing to take them. He's willing to take them, and I think this team needs a guy that's fearless. And Mason Gillis has been terrific shooting the ball this year. Hummel goes back at me all the time when I'm like, I don't know if I trust them shooting the ball. He's like, well, they're the number 1 3-point shooting team in the country. And I've kind of said all year, well, yeah, they are in the regular season, but what are they going to do when it matters most? Are they going to freeze up again? I don't think they're going to freeze up again. I think this team is for real. I think they're a year older with their key pieces with Braden Smith and Loyer. Still, I'm worried about a little bit, but he's going to have an off game or two in the tournament. But you know what? There's other guys certainly capable of stepping up, and you got the best player in the country who gives everybody uncontested threes.
Coach, I know that you believe in Purdue.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.